Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Chrissy Lenahan and I'm so excited that you're here for my master class called The Toxic Issue, Your Path to Pure. And I want you to know that over the last couple of years, I have made it a mission of mine to uncover some resources and some information that would help me make wiser choices when I was deciding what products to buy to use for myself and my son and my husband, and trying to go more non toxic and make my household a safer place. So I want you to understand that my goal in this masterclass is actually to hand over some of these resources to you and empower you with information that you can use immediately to make your house a safer place for your kids, your family, your pets. And I'm really glad that you're here to get this information. So let's go ahead and get started. So, I find that personal care products are actually a really empowering place to start when you're thinking about moving in a non toxic direction. It can be a little bit overwhelming, and we think about it, we don't have complete control over the air that we breathe, even the food that we eat, because not everything can go on labels. So, once you learn the red flags to look for on personal care or body product labels, it can be a great place to start because you can actually have a lot of control over what you put on your skin. And I love empowering people with this health message because I feel like it really will, in the long run, on a day to day basis over the years, decrease your future link to potential disease. So, after watching this masterclass, I want you to know how to read labels better and how to notice those red flags on body product labels and to know where to look for more information. So, you will have resources at your fingertips and you'll feel so thankful, like I did, that you have the skills to not rub harmful chemicals on your body or your kids anymore. There really are safe alternatives from companies with incredible integrity. And yes, Pure Haven is one of those companies that I'll introduce you to. But what you do with this information can be invaluable no matter what brand you choose. So, you are in the right spot if you care deeply about the health of your family and want to minimize their exposure to toxins as much as possible. Like I said, the personal care sort of realm is a really good place to start doing this on your journey to non toxic, I call it. If you are a person that feels like you're a busy mom or a busy parent and you don't have all the time it might take to research every single product or every single company and figure out which ones are safe and which ones you can trust. If you want your home to be really clean and smell great, but you don't want to use a bunch of synthetic fragrance or toxins to get it that way, you might even have some symptoms that you experience when you're cleaning, say, or maybe even your kids have skin issues or you have skin issues with the products that you use. I hear that all the time, and this information will help you get away from those symptoms. If you are the person who is making those selections and buying products for your home and your family, and you might feel a little bit responsible that you want to try and make safe decisions, because I'll tell you, those many products that we put on every day, they add up over time. You might even be a person who already is pretty aware of how you eat and what you put in your body. You might even eat organic and really be good at reading the labels on food. But when it comes to what you put on your body, you might not know where to start or need a little bit more direction. So, stick around until the end. I want to make sure that you get all of the benefits of this masterclass. If you can hang in with me for about an hour, I can provide a lot of information for you that just might change the way that you strive to keep your family safe. So you'll be getting a pocket guide of harmful chemicals to avoid. You will be getting access to an ongoing resource and the ability to ask your individual questions straight to me. You'll be getting access to a growing community if you would like to join my group. That's completely optional, but it's a bunch of like-minded, health-minded people who are in the process of transitioning to non-toxic and trying to work through this issue. You will get ways to earn free and discounted, completely safe and organic products. And if you choose, you can work with me for free detox coaching. I do that service for free. Especially, I do it for anyone, but especially the population closest to my heart is women trying to get pregnant, or women who are pregnant, or women who just had a baby. So I really, really try to help people use only safe products on their body, especially when it's related to young babies. You'll also get the opportunity to earn income on a flexible schedule that works around your family and helps people if you decide that you're really motivated by this information and you want to share. So that might surprise you by the end of this, but of course you can participate on whatever level you want to. So a little bit about me before we start and why I do what I do. So I'm also a high school health teacher, and that is why putting education first is so important to me, and why I focus so much less on sales than I do on empowering people. My real reward is to share information and help make people more healthy. So a couple of years ago, I went to a conference for health teachers. And at that conference, we had several workshops to choose from. And I was looking at the guide and looking through there, and there was a session time period where I didn't know what to choose. And I ended up choosing a workshop called Toxic Beauty. And not to be overly dramatic, but it actually did change my life, because I sat in there and I learned some of this information that I'm going to share with you today. And I was pretty stunned and overwhelmed at the thought of how many chemicals are banned in Europe because they have been scientifically linked with disease and disorder, and how few have been banned in the United States, meaning that we are using hundreds of harmful chemicals in our products, in our mainstream products every day. And I sat there both as a health teacher and as a mom. I already had a 2-year-old son, Jacob, and I had also recently just been through my first of several miscarriages. And, there's a very emotional piece to that. And I felt discouraged and amazed that I had been to fertility specialists and doctors, and not one single person had asked me, what kinds of products are you slathering on your body every day? So I felt motivated by what I had learned, and I knew that I had to change the way I taught my curriculum for my health class for sure, and definitely the way that I was shopping for my family. So I started immediately trying to search out companies that I felt were using really quality ingredients and had a lot of integrity. And I randomly ran across Pure Haven at a holiday bazaar, and I had already saved a recipe for a homemade deodorant off of Pinterest, and I literally had been planning to go buy the ingredients to make it that evening. And when I ran across Pure Haven, I noticed that they had natural deodorant. And I looked at the back, and it was the same ingredients that I was planning on buying in bulk. So I thought, well, it's way easier to at least try out this product and see what I think. And I loved it. I think I also bought several of the kids' products and the shampoo and conditioner, and they became my normal. They became what I knew that I could use without adding any harmful chemicals to my daily routine. And I felt so good about it that when my my teaching contract dropped a little bit at semester time because I work for a really small school. I actually approached the consultant who had helped me with those products, and I asked her if I could join her team and help spread this information. So that is kind of how I got started. Let's go ahead and get into the meat of the information that I want y'all to have. So, did you know that in Europe, over 1,370 chemicals are banned from personal care products? And in the United States, it's only 11. So basically that means that around 1,360 chemicals that have been scientifically linked with disease and disorder in Europe are perfectly legal and very common in our mainstream products in the United States. You see, in Europe, they have a different system. Companies must go through safety testing for each product before they are allowed to be sold on the shelves. And in the United States, that is not the case at all. Our personal care industry is not as regulated as you might think. So also, what is our body's largest organ? It's our skin. So our skin actually absorbs a large percentage of the stuff that we put on it. And I think, in high school and all through college, I really did not think about this issue at all. I was definitely the person who was buying my soap and lotion at the dollar store because I could get really cheap products that smell great. And now I know that a large percentage of what we put on our skin actually does penetrate. And where does it go? It goes into our bloodstream directly. Now, some doctors like Samuel Epstein, who was the former head of the Cancer Prevention Coalition, he says that it's actually more dangerous to put a harmful chemical on your skin than it is to eat it. Because when we eat something, our body is created to send whatever that is directly to our liver to detoxify. Now, yes, of course, we can overtax our liver and our liver can stop working properly, which can cause a lot of other issues. But in regular practice, our body is made to be able to process some of the toxins that we ingest. When toxins go into our bloodstream directly, they don't have that filter. They will eventually be sent around our body and directed to the liver, but they might be absorbed in many different places along the way, like other organs, our heart, our brain, our lymph nodes, and any cells along the way. Scientists know that our skin is an amazing vehicle straight to the bloodstream, and that is why there are drug delivery systems like the birth control patch and the patch to stop smoking that are delivered directly through the skin because they know that it transports drugs or chemicals or whatever you put on your skin directly through the layers of the skin into your bloodstream. Now, the percentage that gets to the bloodstream varies a lot, so it's really hard to give you data on that. It varies with your age and the area of the body that you're putting it on, whether you have thick skin in that area or not. It depends on the quality of that skin, if you have extremely dry skin or if you have any broken areas, and your age. So there are a whole lot of factors that determine the percentage that gets in. But we do know that it can get in as quickly as 26 seconds. There's a really interesting demo that you can do in face-to-face workshops. I've only tried this myself once, but you can actually put grapefruit between your toes, and in a matter of time, I think for myself, I timed it and it took about a minute and 20 seconds, I could taste the grapefruit in my mouth. So that just shows you that Your body is one entire system that works together, and it is penetrable right through your skin, which you might have thought of as a barrier before. So, what is the government agency that oversees the personal care industry? Well, in the United States, it's the FDA, or the Food and Drug Administration. To give them a little bit of credit, they definitely have a lot on their plate. But I went directly to their website, and you can do the same. And I read the paragraph that says, and I'm totally paraphrasing here, but they talk about how they don't have the resources or manpower to police the personal care industry, and the personal care industry will need to self-regulate. So that is where we currently are, is that the people who are manufacturing and creating the products for you are also the people who are self-regulating their products. So we don't have any prior safety testing before putting things on the shelves. That is something I was amazed to learn, and very disturbed, because I think I just figured that we live in a developed country, and whatever products I could find at the local drugstore or the big box store would have been through safety testing and through regulations in order to be there, and that's not the case. So the average woman puts on 12 personal care products every day. And if you add all of the ingredients together, or the chemicals in those products, you're going to get an average of 168 different chemicals. Now, I do want to preface this with the fact that chemicals are not always bad. We use that word like it's something evil, but water is a chemical. So definitely not all the chemicals in personal care products are something to be avoided. But the thing is, because of our lack of regulations, we just do not know which ones are linked with potential disease and which ones have failed safety tests in Europe. You might be saying to yourself, yeah, but I don't use that many products. I am not, a person that's way into makeup or fragrance or anything like that. If you actually sit down, and I urge you to do this, sit down and make a list of what you use every day, you would be so surprised how quickly you get to that number 12. So we're talking about everyday things like shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, bar soap, hand soap, lotion, toothpaste. If you think about when you go out during the day and you go to different public restrooms, those are all different hand soaps. So it's surprising how quickly those products add up, even before you start your beauty routine, whether that be skincare products or makeup or fragrance or hair products. You might even far surpass that number 12, in which case you are impacting your body even more so. And I'm going to give you the tools to start analyzing the products that you're already using. So let's look at places in your home where those products might be hanging out. So definitely in your kitchen, underneath your kitchen sink, you have things like dish soap and hand soap, possibly lotion, lots of cleaners. If you think about the places in your home when you had a young baby, if you have, that you locked up and would have wanted to put a lock on. Those are probably the places where your toxins are hanging out if you're using mainstream products. In the bedroom, there's things like candles and hand and body lotion. The one that makes me the most angry, of course, is the nursery. You'd be so surprised and shocked that baby products and kid products that you think should be safer and contain more natural ingredients often are just as harmful as the products targeted to adults. Then, of course, the ones you think of for sure are in the bathroom. All of your toiletries, everything in the shower, everything in your medicine cabinet, all of your makeup and toothpaste, and basically personal care products. That one's an easy one to think about. The laundry is one that sometimes people don't think about, although it's been getting a little bit more press in the media lately. So things like detergent, stain remover, dryer sheets. We're going to talk more about fragrance later. But those are things to definitely be aware of and look for red flags on the label. In the garage, there's way more than are listed here on this slide. So you have all the car products, the household cleaners, maybe you store some paint out there, all kinds of household products that you might be storing in your garage. And then living room things like cleaners that you use for your rug or glass or wood, and plug-in fragrances or candles or deodorizers. So those are just some things to get you started. So I know you might be a little bit overwhelmed because you're thinking, oh my gosh, my whole house is potentially covered in toxins, and where do I start? So these are what I would call the big four. These would be ones where you want to watch for them on labels and sort of make it your goal as a place to start in avoiding these four main hazards. So the first one is phthalates, and these are endocrine disruptors. So your endocrine system is all the biological systems in your body. It's how your organs work, especially your thyroid, and that is in charge of creating and maintaining your hormone levels. So it's definitely linked to fertility. So the problem is on labels, it's not going to say phthalates. It's most likely going to say the ingredient is fragrance, and that is what should be the red flag for you on body care labels. The thing is, in the United States, companies are allowed to put whatever chemicals they want into their mix of fragrance, and the word fragrance is considered proprietary in our personal care industry in the United States. So companies don't even have to disclose to the FDA what chemicals go into that mixture. So private organizations have done studies of how many products that say fragrance on the label actually contain endocrine disruptors. And they have found that about 75% of products containing fragrance do contain phthalates, which are your endocrine disruptors. So to me, 75% is not a percentage that I'm willing to mess around with for the safety of my family. There are plenty of products that you can find that are phthalate free. Okay, and you will start to see that on labels, but again, just because they are phthalate free doesn't mean that everything else that they put in those products is safe as well. The number two one to look out for would be petrochemicals. So these include mineral oil, petroleum, and propylene glycol. They're used in all kinds of personal care products, but especially moisturizers and lotions. So petroleum distillates may cause cancer, and it's also an ingredient in antifreeze and gasoline. But what I want you to know about petroleum-based ingredients is that over time, they make our cell walls sort of impenetrable. It's a little bit like wrapping your skin in saran wrap. And not only can nutrients from your food not get in through your cell walls to nourish your cells, but the toxins that we gather up in our bodies from other ways that we get toxins, like the air we breathe or the food we eat, those toxins have a rough time leaving our body because we can't basically kick them out through our cell walls. Because we're wrapped in this petroleum product. So they also impact the cell wall's ability to be sort of soft, I guess you could say. And so it leads to premature aging because if you can kind of picture like cracked, dry, impenetrable, hardened cell walls is what you will get with petroleum products over time. Number 3 is formaldehyde. And Formaldehyde is a preservative. It's a byproduct released from other preservatives, and it's often found in hair products, also in nail products, and it might cause immediate reactions like rashes, asthma, or nosebleeds, or other respiratory issues, but it might just be some problems that happen over time. It is included in products so that they can literally sit on the shelves for years without going bad. And then we buy them to put them on our skin. So formaldehyde will appear on the label, and that is something that you can look for directly on the label. Another thing that will appear on the label is parabens, and that's number 4. So it's also a group of preservatives that can be absorbed through the skin and the blood and the digestive system. They're in food as well as personal care products, and they've been linked to breast cancer because they've been found inside breast tumors. They also might cause skin rashes. This is another one that is becoming a little bit more talked about in the media and coming towards the surface of people's attention. But I want you to be aware that when you're looking for parabens on a label, the word paraben will always be a suffix. So, for example, it will have a prefix like methylparaben or polypropylparaben. So if you see the word paraben, I personally would avoid that product, and it should be a red flag for you. So now that you know just a few of the chemicals to watch for and avoid, that leads us to another thing to share with you is actual resources to analyze the products that you're currently using and also analyze products before you buy them. So this is the part where you might want a pen. The first step, I could pretty much say that if you use these steps and are willing to take some time, you could get pretty close to detoxing your home as far as the personal care products that you're using these 3 steps. Okay, step number 1 is to download the free app on your phone called Healthy Living. If you have an iPhone, you can also use an app called Think Dirty. Both of these apps are free, and they use the same database to analyze different products that they have in their database. The thing is that if you scan in products using each of these apps, you might come up with different numbers. I'll explain what I mean in just a second. And that is because they're using different algorithms to get to the final number. So when you're using an app like this, it's really easy and it's really cool. You just bring up the app on your phone, and then there's a little red line, and you use that line to scan in the barcode on a product, and it will come up with an overall safety rating. That is a rating between 1 and 10, 1 being really safe, go ahead and use it, it's a great product, 10 being extremely dangerous, don't put it anywhere near your skin. Okay, I do really trust this database. I think it's fantastic. It comes from the EWG, which is the Environmental Workers Group, and they do all kinds of advocacy around the safety of products, both environmentally and for the safety of people. So go ahead and use that app. The only thing is it can be a really frustrating thing, because I would say about 40 to 50% of the time that I scan in a product, it's not in the database. Now, this is understandable because there are thousands and thousands of products. If you can imagine trying to keep up with this database, that is really mind-blowing. But the reason I say it's a great place to start is because, number 1, I think it's really trustworthy, and number 2, it's really easy. So if it is in the database, then bam, you have your decision, and you can make your own decision about whether or not it's a product that you would consider safe to use for your family. My suggestion would be to come up with sort of the upper line as far as what safety rating number you are willing to go to. And that might, depend on the situation, but go ahead and give it a little bit of thought. For me personally, If I see a product that is rated a 3 or more, I try to look for something else, just because I have experience to know that I usually can find something that's rated a 1 or a 2 if I try hard enough. And to me, that is worth it, especially if it's a product that I'm going to be using daily. So that's your first step. That's a place to start. If it's not in the database, then at the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you the opportunity to download our Pure Haven Pocket Guide, which is basically a pocket guide. It definitely does not list all of the 1,360 chemicals that are banned in Europe that are legal in the United States, but it does list about the top 23 or so of the worst and most common chemicals to look for on body care labels. So you can have that as a guide. Some people have told me that they take a picture of that on their phone, and then when they're at the store, they can easily bring it up on their phone and enlarge it and look at the individual ingredients to compare side by side with labels. And other people told me that they keep that pocket guide in their purse. So yes, it's a tangible thing and it might be difficult to hang on to, but that is the second resource that I would go to in this progression. Number 3 takes a little bit more time, and I would pretty much use it if you're talking about a product that you already have in your home and you already love it and you're not sure if you're ready to give it up, but you're ready to learn about whether or not it's a safe thing. So the Skin Deep Cosmetics database is also run by the EWG, but what this website allows you to do is enter in individual ingredients. So like I said, this could take you a while. And as you're looking at a product label, of course, there might be ingredients that you feel like you don't need to plug into this database to analyze. If you see something natural like olive oil or shea butter or aloe vera, of course, you're probably not going to need to plug in those ingredients to analyze them. But if you see something that is a long chemical name or oftentimes acronyms, then I would definitely say those are the ingredients to start with when you're analyzing individual ingredients. So those are your 3 steps. That is really the meat of the best resources that I have to give you as far as how to analyze your own products. So it's finally time to share what Pure Haven is and why it's a company that's different and what we have to offer. I basically searched around and I have never run across a company with higher safety standards and integrity and a huge mission to make positive change in this industry more than Pure Haven. So I've been incredibly impressed not only with their products, but with their mission and their drive, which is basically to change the marketplace demand for safer products by educating people. So our company believes in no compromises. We don't compromise on the quality of our ingredients or the functionality of our products. All of our products are made in a USDA certified organic facility in Rhode Island, so made here in the United States. And we use organic ingredients. No synthetic fragrance or dyes or anything synthetic in the products themselves. We infuse organic essential oils, not only because they make our products smell amazing, but because they give our everyday body products therapeutic properties as well as just the function you're using them for. The products are delivered straight to your door. They are fresh, they're made in small batches, and they usually arrive within 5 days of your order. Most of our products are also vegan. There are just a few that contain things from animals like goat's milk or beeswax, so those particular products are not vegan. But I do have charts that show which ones are and which ones aren't. If you are interested in that, I can definitely share. They're also guaranteed to be environmentally sustainable and cruelty-free. We are PETA certified, and every product we have is gluten-free. So, fresh ingredients matter, and everything that goes into each product is actually listed on the label on the bottle, not on an outer box that you throw away, and not hidden into words like fragrance. So, everything in that product will be listed on the label. Consultants even have an ingredient glossary where we can look up why a specific ingredient was chosen for a product and its properties and its function in that product, which I think is so cool and really empowering. I love to share that with customers. So our difference, to sum it up basically, what it comes down to is that we are toxin free, guaranteed. So you stay healthy and happy. Our products are fresh with well-sourced ingredients and 100% natural. We have raving fans and a community of healthy, vibrant customers and consultants. And our products work amazing without any worry for the safety of your family. While I am on that topic, we also have a 60-day empty bottle guarantee so that customers are not risking anything when they decide to try something new and try some of the Pure Haven products. So even if the bottle is completely empty, if it's within 60 days, they will refund your money if it's something that you didn't like or didn't work for you, or you can choose another product, or you can get a replacement product. So that's something that I would work with you on as a consultant if you decided to do that. So you get to choose if you want to swap the unusual for the unmatched, and I would invite you to choose this healthy way to make your home a little bit more safe and be using these products with your family. So I am excited about this part because this is the part where you get to choose in which way you would like to interact with Pure Haven. So you can connect with us in 3 different ways. You can use the product as a customer, and I have lots of customers who just want to do their orders each month for their family. I do want you to know that there is no membership. It's not like a monthly membership where you need to submit an order every month. You can submit an order anytime you want, and there is no minimum. You can buy 1 product, you can buy 18 products, whatever you need and whenever you need it, which I think is a huge benefit and makes our company a little bit unique in this zone of products. So another way that you can interact with Pure Haven, if you found yourself motivated and driven by this message and surprised by the potential hazards in mainstream products, you might want to share this information like I did with your family and friends so that they can have the resources to stay safer and make safer decisions with their products. And so that would mean that you would host a workshop with me and I would come over and just teach them the resources that I shared with you. And I will tell you a little bit more about what you can earn by being willing to share our mission. And the third way is to go ahead and join as a consultant. If you see this as a great way to be doing something wonderful for the world and sharing a health message and also be making money on the side, then you might want to be considering joining as a consultant. And I will run through each of these in a little bit more detail so you can decide what fits you the best. So the first level, like I said, is just to use the products and be connected as a customer. So there are bundles like these 2 that are pictured here on the screen. And there's the Essentials Bundle number 8. This collection of products is basically a way to kickstart your non-toxic journey, if you want to call it that, because it's just like basic body care products that most everybody uses. And if you were to add all these products together, they're worth $125 because they're bundled and because the company knows that starting this non-toxic thing is expensive and they want to help kickstart that. They've bundled them all together for $99. So that's just one option. We also have amazing, fantastic, natural, organic skincare. And you can get the 6-piece set for $129.95, which I think is truly amazing. You see like all the amazing anti-aging serums out on the market today that are advertised for, $89, and they're on TV and they're glamorous and gorgeous. Well, we have the most beautiful, effective, naturally anti-aging organic skincare out there. And our ingredients are pure and fresh and sustainably sourced, so they should be more expensive, but yet the most expensive single product that we sell, whether it's skincare or anything else, is $29.95. Everything else is the same or less expensive. We even have several products that are under $10. And that is one of the goals of the company, is that keeping safe products accessible to most families is really important to us. So we do everything possible to keep prices low. Like I said, you can definitely buy individual products anytime as well. We have everything from kids products, baby products. We have essential oils that are organic. We have cleaning products, household cleaners that you don't need to wear gloves while you're cleaning anymore, and your kids can help you clean, and they're safe and smell amazing. So we have pretty much any product that you would use under the roof of your house, and those are all available individually. Also, if you are interested in having me teach a workshop to your friends and family, it can be a really empowering way to share this information to the people that you love and want them to stick around and be healthy and happy and be choosing safe products. So if you share this by hosting, then I would come to your home, or I oftentimes do workshops in public places because people don't want to clean their house and might not want to provide little munchies or anything. So I oftentimes do coffee shops or a public park if it's a nice day, or restaurants. And it's just a matter of getting together 3 to 12 friends. Everybody's so different, and they're willing to take this on in different levels. So I validate all of that. It's just getting together some people that you care about to share this information. So I would teach them what I taught to you. And at the end of this masterclass, I'll give you the option to message me, and then we just set up a date, and let me show you what you would earn by hosting. So here's the actual chart. See, we totally believe in transparency. Here is the reward chart for hosting. So I would say an average workshop would be somewhere around $500 if you got about 8 people together or so. And so that at that level, you can look right here on this chart, that would give you $80 in free product. So you just pick anything you want and you get $80 free. And then you get to choose as much other merchandise as you want for 40% off. So you can see there at the $500 level, $80 free and 40% off as much other product as you want. And then if you go up from there, get some outside orders or spread this information with me in other ways, it goes up from there. I've had some workshops where the host got $150 in free product and 45% off of everything else that she chose. There are also 2 other incentives that I won't go into great detail about, but you can, if your workshop sells over $400 worth, you can get a host exclusive, which is a set bundle each month of deeply discounted products, and that's just an option to buy if you want. It's a bundle that's about 65% off of normal price. And then if 2 people book a workshop from your workshop, there's another way that you can get completely free bundle of products worth anywhere from $60 to $100. So I will just say that Pure Haven has extremely generous host rewards, and it's a really fun way to help your family and friends be healthier anyway. So you're going to message with me so we can set up a time to do that with your friends and family if that's something that you're interested in. The third way to interact, of course, is if you're thinking that this is a company you want to connect with on an ongoing basis, and you might consider joining as a consultant. So if you find yourself going, whoa, 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 I don't think that's for me, you might even just want to consider this because it's a very, very lenient arrangement here. You can do consulting at whatever level fits your life. So some people just literally join to get the starter kit. The starter kit is $400 worth of products for $149. Other people want to sell a little bit on the side and make some extra bucks each month to contribute to their family. And other people really do want to start this into a business where they have unlimited earning potential and work flexible hours, and any of these levels is fine. So the really cool thing when I joined as a consultant is I was a little bit concerned that there would be minimums to meet and that there would be high pressure sales, and that's not at all what this company is about. So the only minimum that there is to sell $500 worth in your first 6-month period, including your own order for your family. Which would average out to about $86 a month. So even if you're buying only for your household or maybe a couple friends or neighbors, you can easily sell $86 worth a month in order to keep your consultant status. So anyone can do this. And if you don't sell $500 worth in your 6-month period, nothing happens other than your consultant status just slips off. So you don't have to give anything back. There's no demeaning message you didn't make it or anything like that. There's nothing at risk, and you get to keep your starter kit, which would probably be gone by that point anyway if you're using it with your family. So if you do decide to, make this a business and you're excited by the message and want to spread this information with other people, there are so many benefits. So consultants get paid 30 to 50% of commission on sales, and then you have an ongoing mentor, which would be me, that helps you launch your business, and I provide free training. I'm working really hard right now to build a fantastic team right here in Washington and Oregon, and I'm still looking for about 3 more people this month that would start my training class. So if that's something that's interesting to you or sort of piques your interest, just message me and I can give you as much more information as you want. I'm really open about the opportunity. So I am empowering my team right now by just teaching them all the tips and tricks that it took me 2 years to learn, and really helping them kickstart their businesses much more quickly than I did. There's tons of company support, and there's incentives like free luggage and trips and cars that you can earn. And every month I earn free products to use for my family. So that is a huge benefit, because not only am I earning money, but I'm earning safe, organic products that I can use that I would otherwise be trying to search out and buy for my family every month. You can work as little as 3 to 5 hours a month, or you can go up to full-time if you want. And all of that is flexible. It can change at any time. And everybody is just validated and accepted by whatever level they want to participate at any time. I love that. I can run my business however I want. So I have just made such awesome friends through this business. And the best part that I feel the most rewarded by is that I have educated about 800 families about the toxic issue over the last 2 years. And I love what I do helping families be safer. So, might be something that you want to consider. So, I want to thank you so much for being with me today and just getting this information and learning a little bit more about Pure Haven as a company. What I want you to do now is you're going to scroll down and find the 2 buttons. You will find message me or visit website. So here is the scoop, you guys. This is the important part before you leave. If you are interested in scheduling a workshop to share, or you have questions, any questions for me about the opportunity or about the products or about ordering or anything, or if you want my help to, navigate this process of going non-toxic, all of those things would be reasons to message me. So just message me and get connected, and I can help you. I even do, like I said, free detox coaching. So that would be just helping you walk through the process of analyzing what you're already using, and validating your own budget that you set up and respecting that so that we can make small changes every month to get you closer towards using safe products. So message me if you'd like to connect with any of those reasons. If you're just ready to explore the products and you want to see what we offer, then go ahead and visit the website. And if you are so motivated that you are ready to just jump in and join as a consultant or read what the company has to say about joining as a consultant, that would be another reason to just visit the website. And instead of clicking on shop, you're going to click on become a consultant and read more about that opportunity. Okay. So also down, if you scroll down below, you'll see the option to download the PDF pocket guide to harmful chemicals. So I really want you to arm yourself with that information, and this is your opportunity to download that for being here today. So one last note, if you decide to order anything off of the website, and you're going to go straight to the website now, if you could please use the current party code that I have listed down below the button, that would help me just get everything in the right buckets for my month this month, and it helps me earn the free products for my own family to use. So thank you so much for sticking with me, everyone, and being with me on this masterclass. I hope you learned some really valuable information, and I hope you share it with people that you love and can help me sort of tip the scales, the demand in the marketplace for safer, more responsibly sourced products in our personal care industry. Thank you so, so much. And I look forward to connecting with you at whatever level works for you and your family. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Be safe. Talk to you soon.